Guys, welcome back to my channel and to another general reading on the collective energies. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're new here, my name is Celtae, and if you're a returning subscriber, my wonderful soul family, I wanted to take a moment to say how grateful I am to all of you for your love and support, for growing this channel with me and growing with me. Thank you for your patience as I've become a better content creator, a better channeler, a better healer. I wanted to also say that I've received many comments and emails about how these readings have helped you through really dark times in your lives, and I wanted to let all of you guys know that each and every single one of you have helped me through many dark times throughout the last few years of creating these videos. Words can't express my love for you all and my gratitude and the happiness that creating these videos and knowing that they're helping you brings me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my soul. I hope that all of you have an amazing start to your year, and let's get into this reading. So I align myself with my true self and sovereign soul to channel for the highest good and healing for the viewer. And so it is. All right, what's going on, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know right now, Spirit? Shift, a huge shift as we go into this new year. That's crazy. Definitely, there is. Like, I feel it in the air. Something big is going to come, guys. Like, I really feel like something big is happening. Like, there's a huge shift energetically happening. Let's see. Patterns. A shift in your patterns. Finally breaking free from a pattern of behavior or of thought. Or of thinking about something. How you think about something. Let's see. What else, Spirit? A shift in patterns. Perception. Shift in perception, like how you're perceiving the world around you. But there's also something coming through of like how other people are perceiving you. There could be a shift in how you feel other people are perceiving you, but it's because it's a reflection of how you're finally perceiving yourself now that you've broken past something that you thought had chained you. There's something coming through about the band Alice in Chains. I'm hearing that one song, down in the hole, losing my soul. Alice in Chains. It's like breaking free from these chains. Some of you guys could finally be coming out of debt in this new year. That's happening right now, or it's going to be happening soon. Losing my soul, down in the hole, losing my soul. Let me see that song really quick. I have a soft spot for that, for the singer of this band. Okay. Bury me softly in this womb. I give this part of me for you. Sand rains down. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm so tired right now. Because I just got over a flu too. And anyways, it's just like, I don't know, are you guys tired? Like, I'm tired right now. Anyways, sorry. Bury me softly in this womb. I give this part of me for you. Sand rains down, and here I sit, holding rare flowers in a tomb in bloom. It's almost like growth is happening where you thought that growth would never happen, or something is changing that you thought that you could never change. A way of seeing yourself is finally shifting. I'm hearing miraculous, like something miraculous could be happening or will be happening soon. This shift, it almost like something is shifting, and it feels like finally, you've been down in this tomb in this womb of a creation that you're creating, or the womb of your own life, like the womb of the universe. It's like a rebirth is happening. There's a rebirth happening, and finally rare flowers in a tomb in bloom. It's like a resurrection, like phoenix rising from the ashes, but you're still kind of sitting in the ashes. Taking stock of everything that you've been through, everything that has happened, everything that you've had to let go of, the people that you've had to move away from or let go of. Something could also be making sense, like something is starting to make sense. Because for a while you didn't know where something was taking you, but now I feel like you realize that you're where you need to be. Even if it's just that you're at the next step of where, the next step taking you to where you want to be, or something like that. It's like, even if you're just on that next step, you're meant to be on this next step, and that's where you are, and that's where you're meant to be. And it's okay that you are where you are right now. It's okay. Down in a hole, and I don't know if I can be saved. See my heart, I decorate it like a grave. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. It's like you're letting go of who you thought somebody needed you to be, or who you felt like you were supposed to be, or who other people felt like that you were supposed to be. You guys, see my heart, I decorate it like a grave. And in this card here, the patterns card, she's holding her heart. And it's almost like these streams or these strings or it's like these waves and these lotuses are coming out of her heart. She's holding her heart. Like some sort of purge is happening or will be happening very soon. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. Look at me now, a man who won't let himself be. It's like that's what I feel like you're shifting out of that. Are you finally letting yourself be now? Down in the hole, feeling so small, down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly. You got reduced down to ashes, and you've been sitting in the ashes, and now you're realizing that you're a phoenix, like that you finally transformed. That's what I'm feeling, is like this is the feeling, this is the energy. It's like you're finally realizing that you have transformed. Maybe you just can't see the full beauty of the colors of your phoenix wings yet because there's ashes all over those wings still. Doesn't mean that you're not a phoenix though, just because you haven't taken flight yet, but you have transformed. Like you have deeply transformed is what you deeply transformed. It's like something is catching up. Something is catching up to you, but not necessarily. Okay, I hear a train. Confirmation. But what I was about to say is that I don't think it's a bad thing, like the catching up. Like it's like finally something is catching up to you, something that you feel like already should have happened, or you should have already received something, but it's almost like you're receiving something. There's something also about feeling guilty for receiving something. And I feel like Spirit wants somebody to know that you don't need to feel guilty for receiving that. You're receiving that because it's something that you're meant to receive. It's something that you deserve. Like you're deserving of something. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. People denying your truth. Denial. It's like denial. It's like a shift out of denying your own truth, because everybody always denied the truth about you, about what happened, about the things that you'd been through. but my wings have been so denied. Bury me softly in this womb. I give this part of me for you. Sand rains down, and here I sit, holding rare flowers in a tomb, in bloom. Down in a hole, out of control, I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. But it's like your perception is shifting because I feel like you're coming out of an energy of denying who it is that you are, what it is that you can do, but maybe there was a part of you that was holding yourself back from doing something because you were afraid that other people were going to deny the validity of who you are and what you can do and who you're meant to be and who you can be if you give yourself a chance to be that and to move forward and to take a chance on yourself. What else, Spirit? A renewal and motion. Things are going to be starting to move, are going to be moving forward fast. A renewal, this fresh energy, and you're going to be able to move forward with a new perception. It's like I feel like you feel like this shift is happening whether you like it or not, but there's something of like your perception has shifted. Let's see. What's this pattern, Spirit? Clarify this pattern. Or patterns. Clarify patterns. Deceit. Denied, right? Deceit. Don't deceive yourself. You are worthy. A lot of you guys are starting to perceive yourself as worthy of having something that you always wanted or that you always desired. That you are worthy of doing something unsupported. Denied, right? Discernment. Your perception. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd like to fly, but my wings have been so denied. Unsupported, denied and unsupported, and deceived as to who you were. How beautiful you are. How smart you are. How capable you are. How worthy you are to be alive, to be loved. To be yourself. To do what you want to do it your way, to live the life on your terms, like your own life on your terms, and to set in motion what you've always wanted to do. No longer deceiving yourself or being deceived. These patterns, deceit, self-deceit, or being deceived by others, or maybe feeling triggered by others' deceit, where they deceive themselves, but it's like you see through the deceit that they feed themselves, that they live in, that they swim in. It's like they're swimming in this. Someone's swimming in guilt. Some sort of connection, approval. Or they wanted you to be swimming in guilt. They wanted you swimming in guilt so that you would look for their approval. And then that was almost how they deceived you about who you are, which in turn made you deceive yourself. You're no longer seeing yourself through the lens of how somebody else wanted to see you, or how somebody else wanted you to see something. You're seeing things clearly for what they truly are. You're seeing how it's like you're not looking for support from people who don't and can't support you, who don't want to and just can't support you the way that you need them to support you or would hope that they would support you. It's like, it's almost like you're releasing the need for that. It's like you're flying out of this tomb or this hole, but you've been sitting there, right? Maybe like nursing your wounds, trying to make sense of it all. It's like you're finally, something is starting to make sense. That's what I'm saying. Something is starting to make sense now. And it's shifting how you perceive everything and how you perceive yourself and everything in your life. Clarify perception. Block in reverse. So there's been something that was blocking maybe your third eye, confirmation burp for somebody, but your perception is confirmation. There's something about like how you're seeing things that is being, a block is being released in terms of you're not confined to a certain way of perceiving yourself and other things anymore, or life itself. These chains are breaking. It's like you're breaking free from these chains. There's also something about octopi, okay? An octopus, okay? Somebody could be juggling like many different things. Let me see really quick. So yeah, the octopus symbolizes intelligence, adaptability, transformation, and resourcefulness. Because the crazy thing is that I'm working on finishing up a soul portal portrait for one of my lovely subscribers who has chosen to be a part of my oracle deck that I'm creating. And so yeah, I'm doing this soul portrait for her, and there's an octopus in her portrait, and I channeled it blue. It's blue and turquoise, and I've been working on that for the last little bit. And then the crazy thing is, today I saw this reel or this little video of this dog that was opening up a gift. Like his owners gave him like a Christmas gift, and they had it wrapped up in a box and with wrapping paper and everything, and they gave it to the dog, and it was so cute. The dog like literally like ripped open the box and opened his own gift. It was so cute because it was like, oh, he feels included. And the gift was a frickin' blue and turquoise octopus, and it looked like in the turquoise and the dark blue were at the exact same places as they were as I was painting them in the portrait. And I was like, there's a meaning to that. And I've been working with dragon energy a lot, and I think in one of my last videos I told you guys that I saw a blue dragon. And that's the other thing, there's a blue dragon as well in this amazing woman's soul portrait that I'm creating. And I saw a blue dragon Christmas decoration on somebody's lawn, and the dragon was sitting beside a little Christmas present wrapped up in a box, just like the one that I'm talking, like this is what I'm talking about. So it's like a synchronicity. So like it's almost like you opened, it's like the spirit is giving you a Christmas present, this dragon energy, this transformative, it's like the fire of the dragon is like burning away some sort of illusion or delusion or denial, or is helping you alchemize something that has happened to you, or something that you've been going through, or that you've been healing into this octopus energy. So intelligence, adaptability, transformation, and resourcefulness, representing the ability to navigate life's complexities with creativity, change, and unique perspectives, often linked to shamanism, hidden depths, and psychic ability, though it can also mean feeling overwhelmed or deceptive. It's a powerful totem for embracing change, expressing individuality, and using ingenuity to overcome challenges, drawing from its camouflage, ink defense, regeneration, and multi-hearted brained nature. So regeneration, this gift, so it's almost like this dragon energy, or the dragon spirits, or these angelic beings are giving you this gift. But it's almost like I feel like you've also, in part, given yourself the gift of this energy by the choices that you've been making, by the work that you've been putting in to yourself, by the love, compassion, and the energy that you've been giving out into the world. Depth and mystery, resourcefulness and defense. Let me see. Tell me more about this, like this gift from the universe, this octopus energy. Rising from the storm, floating in the storm, Persephone rising. Somebody has Celtic ancestors, so we got Celtic. Consecrate tools. I will claim what is mine, what I see beyond the hidden. Gifted spirit. By tongue my words spill with purpose. A gifted spirit, a gift from the universe. Maybe you're realizing that you are the gift, or the gifts that you've always had, that other people denied those gifts, or didn't validate them. They didn't validate the fact that you are a gift. You are the gift. You are the gift. You are spirit itself. And no matter who's listening to this, you do have a gift. Even if, like, for some reason somebody feels like that they don't, but you do. And maybe that's what's coming through. It's almost like starting to see yourself, or something that you can do, or something that you have, or that you have done in a different way, and then it's almost like realizing that you saw yourself a certain way because of somebody else's influence. They influenced you a certain way to perceive yourself as less than what you truly are, as less valuable than what you truly are, as less worthy than what you truly are, because it suited them. So it's like you're rising out. You're rising out from this hole, or this tomb that you've been in. You thought that something had ended, or that you thought that you would never get out of something, or something would never change, or it's almost like something took somebody right out. It just took you right out. It just swept you right off your feet. It just broke your spirit down. It's like somebody wanted to break your spirit. Strength. You're rising from the ashes with more strength than you've ever. It's almost like maybe you're seeing your own strength. Like really taking a moment to just be like, yeah, I am strong. I did go through a lot of shit. That was crazy as fuck. That wasn't okay. Like, are you serious? It's like, these, I'm getting like these different episodes, or these sagas in your life that you've been in. Like looking back at these different like episodes of your life, being like, what was that? What did I just experience? Like, what did I just go through? Like, why did that have to happen? And it was like one thing after another. I feel like there are a lot of people in your life who it's almost like seeing the episodes of your life from the outside looking in. And there are people who are acknowledging your radiance, your strength, your spirituality, your connection to your soul. It's like this, I don't know, secluded garden, solace in the secluded garden. For some of you, it's like you're coming out of a period of deep seclusion that you've been in isolation. For some of you, maybe it's like this year, maybe you're going into, or it's like you're embracing the seclusion. Or maybe there's going to be different messages for different people, but there it's like things are going to start balancing out, where maybe you're going to be finally being around the right people. Because you've made something right that was actually wrong. Like, you figured out what was actually the matter with something. You figured out what brought you to certain places and what brought you around certain people. And the things that you used to entertain, you're not going to be entertaining those things anymore. But maybe you're finding the right people that you want to entertain or that you want to be around. You're finding the right people that want to be around you for you. And not for who they think that you should be, like in the song. You don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. You're not who somebody thought that you were supposed to be. But I feel like you're becoming who you were always supposed to be. That's the thing. But maybe that was never your figuring out. Maybe that was never what somebody else expected of me, or expected me to be, or thought that I should be, or that I was supposed to be. Again, I apologize that I'm stuttering and my words aren't coming out right. I am extremely exhausted, but I really, really wanted to make this video for you guys today because I love you. Okay, I want to know who they thought that the collective was supposed to be. Spirit, who did they think that the collective... You chose integrity over who you were supposed to be. You chose to flow with your own soul over who somebody else thought that you were supposed to be. You're finally understanding that. You're understanding where you need your focus to go. You're understanding that there's something coming through of sort of really kind of seeing how your ego used to sort of lie to you, or made you, it's like your ego made you insecure because somebody was always trying to make you insecure, but you're letting go of that insecurity, or you're letting go of seeing or perceiving the world that way, or perceiving yourself that way. It's almost like a part of you felt like you had to make up for something and then worry about that and then agonize over how you weren't meeting some sort of standard because you felt like you had to make up for something that you never even had to make up for. And something used to consume you, but something isn't consuming you anymore. You're transitioning out of an era that you were in for a really long time. Deception in reverse. Clarify deception, like what? Grief in reverse, that you were never allowed to be sad about something, or that something or that you never had a choice. Dissociation. It's almost like something was obscured or hidden from you. You tried to hide something from yourself. It's almost like you had a part of yourself locked away to try to protect it from somebody else's deception. But then maybe that in turn caused you to deceive a part of yourself, or that you didn't see something clearly, but now something's starting to make sense. I just heard the do-si-do, spontaneous, spontaneity. I want to know about this person, Spirit. Or tell me what's going on in the collective energies. Tell me about deception and deceit. These patterns of deceit, and how they programmed you to not see yourself clearly, to perceive yourself and your abilities, and there's something about honing your mind, honing it into or onto the truth, honing it onto the truth, and holding fast to the truth, honing in on it, and knowing that you can rise above something or shift something or change something in ways that maybe you never fully believed before that you could do something, but now you're not only remembering, but something is being activated, like something is activating a remembrance in you, or there's something being activated. Ambivert. And that reminds me of the octopus, right? Ambivert, like it's like it's almost like a gift that you have to do something that you're meant to do, that's a part of your purpose, but you're meant to do it in your way. It's like different sides of your brain. It's like you're activating different parts of your brain. You're activating different parts of your brain. Past, bloodline, deception in your bloodline. So deceit. So that where you were deceived in the past, something about your bloodline. I'll take the high road and you'll take the low road. Deceit. They studied you, then resented you for being what they copied. 10th house, something about your career. They studied you, then resented you for being what they copied. The gold within. Finally being able to see and believe that you've alchemized something that was passed down in your bloodline, or something that happened to you in your past. You've alchemized that pain and that energy into gold. You've alchemized those experiences, as awful as they were, as traumatic as they were, into gold. And there could be something to do with your 10th house or something. Okay, so career, contributions to society, a dominant parent, a reputation, power, influence. So it's almost like you're breaking past people's expectations of your, or something about your reputation. There's something about your reputation. They studied you, then resented you for being what they copied. So there are people in your life who resent you for being you. But I mean, this is a part of the thing of like, then that's up to them to shift their perception of why they resent you. Because your eye is on the prize. You're focused on being as much of a you as you can be. You need to be you. Your purpose is being yourself. That song, my phone just died, but that song. Can you give me some more information, Spirit? There's something about like your abilities that are out of the norm, or maybe you're doing something that's not, you're juggling things, or you're so resourceful. You were down in the hole, but now you're not. And people, it's like you have a reputation for transforming and for growing. For turning your pain into power. For transforming something that should have wrecked you or ruined you, or people thought that that's what they perceived through their lens of limitation. You see through them. But you're releasing some way that you used to perceive the way that people perceived you through their own lens of limitation, their own limiting self-beliefs, their own struggles. Like you're releasing that because you see right through to the heart of them, because you see right through to the heart of yourself and what limited you, or what still limits you, or what you're now overcoming, because you understand that something that you're doing something in a different way anyways. This octopus energy, it's like, I don't know, they can get through like a tiny little hole on the side of a boat. They can escape the boat through a tiny little hole back into the ocean. It's like, I don't know, you've escaped something. It's like it's like, how did that person do that? Confirmation honk outside. How did that person do that? How did this person get from point A to point Z? Like, I don't understand how they got there. They studied you, so there could be people studying you. They resent you for being what they copy. Something to do with your career, your reputation. This reputation that you have for being someone who starts trends or who does things differently, who inspires other people to do things differently. The snake skin, what you've outgrown. Shedding isn't betrayal, it's loyalty to the next version of you. It's like you're releasing this feeling that you're betraying people who actually betrayed you, by expecting you to betray yourself to be the version of you that they wanted you to be. They betrayed you by not really seeing you or being there for you. Somebody didn't validate you on purpose to condition you to betray yourself as they betrayed you. There's something about like an enmeshed parent. It's like this enmeshment. It's like they betrayed you by never letting you be yourself without their control or their influence. Somebody eroded your self-esteem, or you eroded your boundaries, encroached on your perception of yourself and in your abilities in your life. They tainted it because of how they felt about how they saw themselves and how they compared themselves to you. There was a parent that studied you and then resented things that they saw that you could do or what they felt that you could be one day. But I feel like there's a shift happening, because I feel like you see right through to the heart of the matter. That song, forgiveness, even if you don't love me anymore. You are your own best friend, right? You are your own best friend now. It's like somebody wanted to be your best friend, or like a parent wanted to be your best friend, but they weren't your best friend. They expected you to be like an extension of themselves, to be like a mini-me or something like that. But this is what I'm saying. You're your own best friend. You're going to start perceiving yourself, or you have been, or you've been shifting into the era of perceiving yourself through the eyes of love, through loving and compassionate eyes. It's how you're going to start seeing yourself and treating yourself. And I feel like that's being like reflected back to you in how people are treating you. Or they will be soon. This is a shift that is happening. And it's kind of like what I'm getting. It's like I keep on getting this visualization of somebody sitting in a pile of ashes, covered in these ashes, covered in this soot, okay? And then it's almost like you're rubbing it away, and you're kind of seeing your red phoenix feathers underneath. You're like, okay, whoa. Oh, I am beautiful. Oh, I am capable. Oh, I am a phoenix. I'm not the ashes of my past. I'm not the remnants of my past. I'm not all of the destruction or the change that has happened to bring me to where I am. Now I'm getting that song, The End of Beginning. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it, another vision of me. I was in it. Back to the end of beginning. Take the man out of the city, not the city out the man. You take the man out of the... I'm getting the salt around your bed. Anger in reverse. There's something of like this contained. I kept on channeling yesterday containment, or a contained space. Something is being contained for you right now. For you to rest. And to rejuvenate, to fully shed this skin. It's like you're being protected and contained as you rest right now. Because there's a really big important reason why you're resting. Because there's going to be this excavation happening, like this deep, it's like you're not out of the woods yet. You've been sitting in this pile of ashes, but you still have to wash yourself clean, is what I'm getting. You still have to purge or to release, to wash these ashes off of your wings so that you can fly. Volturi. Okay, so vampire people. A group of vampires. What's up? Associations of intelligent beings. Remus Lupin, healing, shadow self, cycles, wisdom. You're closing out a cycle. You're coming to the end of a cycle. Full moon, scars, chocolate. Embrace your cycles. Even the monster can be loved. That's what I'm saying. Self-love AF, you guys. Maybe you're perceiving a past version of yourself with more kindness. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Maybe you're visiting a place where you haven't been there in a long time. Maybe you had to go home or go back to your hometown. You've been visiting somewhere and it's almost like, I feel it. I feel this another version of me where I was in it. Like when I was in that, it's like nostalgia. Like you're, something about nostalgia. Zeitgeist or It's like all the things that you're nostalgic for, they're all within you anyways. Association of intelligent being. What is going on? Remus Lupin. Somebody could be healing a fragmentation to do with the loss of a loved one who was that you were married to. Somebody that you were married to is coming through. Somebody that somebody was married to is coming through. This person could have had a tragic accident, or it could have been an unexpected passing. Or this person wants you to know, there's somebody who wants somebody to know that they're truly grateful for the way that you embraced them and loved them and accepted them for who they were, and they feel it's like there's something of like they want you to do that for yourself as well, to give that same love that you extended to them, that same love and grace, and give that to yourself. And I feel like that's this person wants you to know that they're supporting you in the spirit realm. This person could have been like an adventurer, very adventurous, or they could have passed doing something that they loved to do. This thing that they could have done something dangerous, or could have been into doing dangerous things for like this person, like somebody was an adventurer. There's also something coming through if somebody didn't know that it was going to be what it was. There's also something about a child that they left behind, or something about a child. Under the floorboards, hidden narratives, ancestral secrets. I feel like this person, whoever's coming through for someone. It's like there's something about the deceit, the patterns of deceit that have followed you throughout your life. Somebody wants to confirm that yes, there are hidden narratives and there are hidden secrets in your bloodline, in your family. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you already have an inkling as to what those secrets are. But for some reason that you've been doubting certain things, but somebody is coming through and they want to affirm that something was hidden from you, that there was deception going on, deeper than what you ever wanted to believe. And it's almost like all of these patterns of how you were taught to perceive things were legitimately conditioned within you to conceal what they didn't want you to fully see or perceive. They didn't want you to perceive the truth. They wanted you to see what they wanted you to see and how they wanted you to see it, how they wanted you to see yourself, so that they could conceal themselves in a lie. So that they could be the wolf in sheep's clothing that they were, trying to belittle you. That was a part of the mechanism that they used to control your mind, to deceive you against yourself, in order to see yourself, in order to have you perceive yourself a certain way. They belittled you. So there's a passed over loved one. Different messages for different people, but I feel like there's an ancestor or passed over loved one who wants you to know that yes, there were people who did in fact try to belittle you your entire life. But it's almost like somebody goes back and forth. It's not always all bad. Different messages for different people, but something wasn't all bad all the time. And that was what was most confusing about it. Was that somebody was calculated. Was that somebody was like Jekyll and Hyde. Was that there was almost like transactional shows of affection to calculate it, like that somebody calculatingly performed these things that they did to try to almost confuse you, in order for you to not be able to fully perceive what they were doing, in order for you to not fully trust your own intuition of what you were seeing or what was happening, or your experience of the fact that people belittled you. Somebody could have also been an orphan, or so we've got Remus Lupin and Sirius Black. There could be something to do with like friends from high school or from elementary school. It's like I'm getting something of like somebody didn't. It's like you've become power, and then this card came out. This card was from a different deck, and it snuck in here. So this is power. Something about your power, and this is what I was about to say is like somebody that you used to go to school with or that you grew up with. I don't know, because Remus Lupin in Harry Potter, it's like how he perceives Sirius Black was based on a lie. Frickin' confirmation. And I don't know if you've been agonizing because you feel like people were lied to about who you are or what happened, and then people believe the lie about you. Like people believe that Sirius Black was the one who frickin' murdered Harry's whole family, his friends, when that was completely a lie. It was deception. All caps. But Remus Lupin didn't know that until he discovered the truth. Prison bars dog animagus. And frickin' Sirius Black turns into a dog, right? He can turn into a dog. And then that video that I saw of the dog opening up the Christmas present. So it's like shifting into, so like dogs, like loyalty, like best friend. I got a best friend, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I hold you nearest. I got a best friend. Hey. There's something about a guy wearing a backpack or somebody who smokes cigarettes, camo, blonde hair, or a blonde beard, or blonde hair. There's something about blonde hair and a red beard, or red hair and a blonde beard. Is that a thing? I don't know. There's something about that. There's somebody who wears glasses. There's somebody who can't look you in the eye, but it's because they're ashamed. And they feel that you judge them, but you don't. You just see through how they feel, and that's why they feel judged, because they judge how they feel about themselves. They judge that they feel ashamed about themselves. There's something about red hair, red curly hair, a walker. There's something about like somebody who can't look you in the eye because they feel. There's something about the way that you perceive them, that you're seeing the total truth of all of them. You're seeing the total truth of somebody, or as much as that you can see, because of how deeply you've seen yourself, and they can't look you in the eye. And maybe you feel rejected by somebody, or you feel like somebody doesn't want to connect with you anymore. Or it's like you feel shunned by somebody, or you feel like somebody's avoiding you. Okay, maybe not shunned. Something about Amish people, shunning. Maybe something about a religion, like you feel like, I don't know, but it's because somebody feels ashamed of this could be somebody in your family, or a parent, or so back to the Sirius Black thing. It's like his reputation got ruined in the wizarding world, and he didn't even do anything wrong, and he actually got betrayed by Peter Pettigrew, who was working with Voldemort. And then literally everybody was convinced that Sirius Black was the bad guy when he wasn't. So there could be somebody from your past who's actually finally realizing that you weren't I really have been picking up on something of like, there's somebody from your past who was told a lie about you, or who was encouraged to see you and to perceive you a certain way, and who was actually programmed or conditioned by their parent or by a certain person in this person's life for this person to think ill of you, or to look down on you, or to take your actions or what you did instead of trying to understand you or have compassion for you. It's like, this could have been your best friend. This could have been somebody's best friend, or who you thought this person was your best friend. But somebody was actually talked out of understanding you because they were being fed lies about you for somebody, so that they would see you as the bad guy, or as this scary, angry figure, like out of control. Like, but it's like, I mean, Sirius Black, why was he angry in those pictures? Like in the movie, like he looks all crazy, right? It's like because he's being kept in a prison with dementors that are sucking his soul away, down in the hole, losing my soul, but I just want to fly. but you've broken out of Azkaban, like you're breaking out of I feel trapped confirmation. It's like you're freeing a part of yourself that felt trapped by other people's perceptions of you because of the way that other people lied about you to other people. But the thing is that you know the truth of who you are, and you accept yourself for your flaws, and you accept yourself for the mistakes that you've made, and only you can understand what you've been through. Only you can understand and be your own best friend and to hold your hand through understanding every single thing that you've ever been through in your life. And the thing is that it triggers the reason why it's so sad, because it's like you had so many people in your life who legitimately tried to make you feel like there was nothing that warranted them even holding your hand to face or something. It's like, I don't even know. I feel trapped. I feel like it's like somebody is still trapped in their own prison. It's like somebody got trapped in a way of, I don't know, or somebody feels trapped in a connection, or trapped in a situation, or trapped in a thing. It's like somebody did something just out of spite, and now that person feels trapped. A cheater feels trapped. Or somebody is with a cheater and they feel trapped, but it's almost like they decided to be with somebody out of spite. This person or somebody, maybe somebody tried to say that you were a cheater, or different messages for different people. Like somebody from the past, I feel like somebody was your best friend, or like, an inkling. You had an inkling. I feel trapped. You have an inkling about something. Didn't I say that? Unasked question. What was left unsaid? Tell me about this cheater. Tell me about this cheater who feels trapped. You're triggering their demons. You're triggering someone's demons, or somebody who, it's like there could be somebody, there's somebody who's triggered by your energy. But there are also people who are, I'm getting like triggered in a good way. It's like there are people who feel your energy when you walk in, and they feel your authenticity, and they feel how much you care when you interact with them, how seen they feel by you. And so there could be a lot of people who are actually showing that they care, or treating you better, or treating you with kindness, and maybe like doing things for you for no reason, or maybe they're giving you free things, or they're being extra considerate. There's something about that. But then yes, you're also triggering the people that almost just don't want to see that in you, because of what they don't want to see inside of themselves, their own demons. So you're triggering somebody's demons. This person feels trapped in their life. Titanic. Like star-crossed lovers, or you know what I'm getting? So yeah, it's like the Titanic movie, but then later Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet did another movie where it didn't work out, where actually she felt trapped in the marriage, or they both felt trapped in their lives. Somebody is feeling trapped in their life. They're feeling, this person could like hockey, or there's some sort of memory about hockey, or something somebody said about a hockey team. Somebody is drinks a lot of wine. Okay, so Titanic. It's almost like, I don't know, there's something weird about the programming of that too. Of how Titanic was made, and it's like a love story, a beautiful love story, and then Leo and Kate Winslet do another movie where it's like they're a married couple in the 50s, and they're unhappy, and they don't love their lives, and they love each other, but it's almost like them falling out of love with each other. And it's weird. I just feel like it's almost like programmed, kind of like, okay, well, real love doesn't exist kind of thing. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like, okay, we're going to have this big movie. Everybody knows this movie, Titanic. It's an amazing love story. But then the guy dies right before they could start their lives. But then later we're going to make a movie where there are two people, Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, living their lives, and they're not happy, and they don't love each other, or they don't know how to communicate, or they don't know. It's like influence, confirmation, like being influenced. It's like, I don't know. It's like there's something also coming through of like you're well aware of the programming that is happening all around you at all times, to be completely honest. But then it's almost like you're kind of still indulging in it, but spirit wants you to be like, okay, I know that you are aware of the programming, but you also have to limit how much you take in of certain things. Right? It doesn't mean that they have power over you, but it's just like, it's almost like, why are you tuning into something? Why are you tuning into something? Is it because you're afraid? Is it because you're breaking out of the thing that you're tuning into? There's something about that. It's like you're tuning into something and you're just like, that's an old way of thinking or way of perceiving. Like, you know that is somebody else's perception that you're tuning into, that it doesn't necessarily align with what you perceive or how you want to perceive life or how you're going to be moving forward, but you're tuning into it anyways. Why? Or you're why? Why is this coming up? The tuning into thing. It's like you're seeing other realities that you're moving away from, that you're moving out of that perception and therefore that experience of your reality. You're seeing you're seeing other, it's like you're perceiving how other people are not alchemizing something and what it has created, and how it's not in alignment with the truth that you're coming into alignment with. Okay, so tell me more about this person. Triggering demons. Tell me more about this person. So somebody feels trapped and somebody doesn't feel grounded. It's like somebody is in a blame game. Somebody's trying to blame somebody else for where they're at. Or maybe somebody tried to blame you, or somebody feels like they can't blame you anymore because you've shifted so far out of an energy that could have you encaged in the cage of shame and blame. Like somebody can't, I don't know. It's like some part of someone's heart is unthawing or is thawing. Sorry guys, I can't talk today. Oh my God. Something is thawing and the choices are drying up. Maybe somebody wants to blame you for something, but they have no one left to blame but themselves for the situation that they're in. Tell me about this person. They're not alchemy in reverse. It's like it's like there's something about somebody is in, it's like you walked away from something and you've changed, okay, into a completely different frequency, and there's something of like seeing how if you hadn't have made certain changes and if you hadn't have done certain things to heal yourself and to change your experience and you had never worked on yourself, you would have been in the situation that somebody is in. Or, yeah, because you're seeing how they're not, somebody is in a union with somebody else, and it's a karmic, they're experiencing karma at this time, and love in reverse, karma, union, alchemy in reverse. So someone is in union or is with somebody else. There's also somebody that's like, you loved the monster within, like Remus Lupin. You loved somebody for all of them. Somebody feels like they have to be managed by somebody else, or somebody feels like somebody feels trapped managing somebody else and managing their emotions, but they don't feel loved. They feel like down in the hole, losing my soul, with the sand raining down. Sand rains down. Honesty in reverse. Because deceit, it's like somebody, deception, confirmation, honesty in reverse and deception literally just popped out. Waking up in reverse. There's somebody who's so triggered because it's like some realization is unthawing, and some sort of perception is trickling in, but it's overwhelming somebody's system, or the system that they're in, the deceptive system that they find themselves within. They're lying to themselves, they're lying to another person, they could even be cheating on somebody else, or this person is cheating on them. I will go down with this ship. I won't hurt myself and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be. But it's like something is like, there is no love there. Somebody feels like that they can't express themselves. Somebody feels, what is this person? I don't know what's going on right now. Joy in reverse. Separation in reverse. Somebody won't leave something. Because it's like somebody is and then compassion, and then there's a little girl hugging an alligator. Somebody feels trapped in a relationship and they love somebody, but it's like they're trying to make something loving when somebody isn't loving them. So somebody is deceiving themselves as to the fact that somebody, and you're having this new beginning. Meanwhile, it's like somebody is watching you have a new beginning or shift into a different energy in clarity. Somebody sees clearly that you've changed and you've shifted into a different energy, but somebody feels trapped where they're at, or trapped in a situation with somebody else. And that person that they're with also feels trapped. It's like I'm really getting like two people feel trapped. And I feel like you've released some sort of karma in reverse and flow. You're purging something that kept you stuck, and you're finally surrendering to this flow and balancing out. Confirmation, cooperation. You're cooperating with yourself. You're cooperating with spirit. It's like a blast from the past, nostalgia, blast from the past. Somebody feels trapped. Tell me about, like, can we get some information on this friend? Like, what is this friend? Like, because I feel like that was, I don't know, that could be a friend, or that could be could have been a best friend who had the wrong idea, or made other people have the wrong idea about you, or like somebody betrayed you, or somebody, it's like somebody was being controlled by Voldemort to do something to betray you, to make you seem in a bad light. For somebody? Okay, then this Voldemort person, tell me about this Voldemort energy, or this Voldemort person in the collective's lives. What's going on with them? Transitioning. Somebody could literally be leaving this earth, or frozen in time. Self-expression. Somebody feels like that they can't be honest. They can't be themselves. They're frozen in time. It's like they're frozen in a state. Something about Hamlet. Something about that song. Ophelia. Ophelia. Frozen. To be or not to be. Like somebody is self-expression frozen. There's something about your passion, or them understanding something about your passion, or like how you express yourself shows them something about where they feel like that they, like a part of them is it, like never changed because of something that they never faced. Somebody is not receiving the support that they want to receive. Something is consuming. What is consuming this person? The lack of compassion, the lack of harmony, the lack of flow in their life. Frozen. Somebody feels frozen. Somebody is frozen. Self-expression in reverse again. Somebody feels frozen in time. Somebody is frozen in time. Somebody's best friend from high school or best friend from elementary school. There's a part of them that is frozen in time. And I feel like you're thawing out, you thawed out something that kept you frozen, and perceiving yourself that kept your power frozen. That kept you frozen in time, in the sense of like seeing yourself through their eyes, that where they were deceived by something. They were deceived by, or they deceived other people to see you a certain way that was not the truth, that was actually a lie. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. I don't want to go too long, but I just go for however long Spirit wants me to go, and I don't think that we're done yet. Anything else that the collective needs to know? You have an inkling about something, okay? You have an inkling about Marty McFly. Guys, going back in time, are you serious? Going in the frickin' DeLorean? Have you been taking frickin' trips back in time in a DeLorean right now? Or it's like somebody is like seeing the future. Somebody can see your future. Or you can see your future. You're seeing your future. You're manifesting your future. You're visualizing your future. You're holding fast to what you visualize your future can be for yourself, because you believe in yourself, because you're your own best friend. You're becoming a better friend to yourself than anybody ever was to you. Period. And that's, guess what? How you're creating the frequency in your life to manifest people who are going to treat you how you treat yourself, which is with love and compassion and respect. Marty McFly. Time travel, adventure, courage, family, innovation. I don't know. You're innovating an industry, or you're innovating something. You're doing something innovative. Freaking octopus energy, alien energy over here. They seek to have power over you. Really? It's like, I don't know, confirmation for something. It's like something ended badly, or something is like a sore spot. Like it's like a sore spot for you to think about something that happened with somebody. But the thing is that somebody sought to have power over you. And when you didn't give up that power anymore, and when you were hip to the jive and you realized what it was that they were doing, and you started to try to change things, they didn't like that. And it made them feel uncomfortable with themselves, because they were comfortable with you when you were submissive and when you were powerless, and when you sought their validation, which was literally you giving your power away to them to affirm something about yourself, that now you're affirming for yourself who you are. Now you're validating for yourself who you are, what you can do, what you're meant to do, who you're meant to be, what you're doing, where you're going, how you're moving forward. It's you in spirit, and you're trusting in yourself, you're trusting in your soul, you're trusting in those visualizations that you're getting. More than the words of deceit coming out of somebody else's mouth. It's like somebody's trying to say something, and they're just trying to, I'm truly, okay, I'm picking up on somebody who's trying to say something. It's like they don't have to say it in the way that they're saying it. It's like they're saying it in a way to try to belittle you, to make you feel less about yourself, or to make you second guess what you're doing. But it's like somebody doesn't even understand what you're doing, or they don't have the same perception as you. Because they're not you. Only you know you. Only you know what you've been through and what you've seen and what you've experienced. They've experienced and seen and done whatever they have done, seen and experienced. But they're not you. And you're meant to do something for you in your life, on your terms, in your own way. So someone sought to have power over you. This person in the past, let's time travel back in a DeLorean, I guess. Tell me about, Marty McFly? Navigating timelines. It's like, I don't know, everything is dissolving. Everything is dissolving. Like a freaking, guys, oh my God. My brain today, you guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like I can't talk right now. What is it called? A time turner, or frickin' what is it called? Hey, babe. Okay, he can't hear me. He's not up yet, I guess. Guys, the thing that tells the time, and it's like it's sand inside of the thing, and I've said this before, and it's so embarrassing, I'm sorry, you guys, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called. And then you turn it over, and then sand starts to and drip into the next thing. Like, I don't know. Oh my God. I'm frustrated right now. A clock tower. So you're going back in time. So what is this person from the past? This is a person from your past. Okay, Angel Vivalia destroys enemies, bullies and binds enemies, keeps them quiet if they won't stop harming you. It's like, so somebody who kept on trying to like feed into this narrative is now being silenced, is what I'm getting. Like, it's being kiboshed because of your self-acceptance and your self-acceptance, your healing, your frequency, your knowing of the truth, your knowing that you see right through them, you're clocking their behavior, you're clocking their patterns, their deceptive patterns, you're understanding the way that they deceived you, that they programmed your mind against you, that they conditioned you to see yourself a certain way, you're clocking all of it, period. Somebody has really long nails and they do that thing where it like it clicks their nails. Initiator. It's like you're initiating this. You've been initiated, and you're initiating other people to see themselves through your own healing. Monkey see, monkey do, confirmation. So it's like somebody resents the fact, right back to that first thing. It's like they study you, and then they resent you for being the thing that they copy. So now it's like, okay, so they see that you've changed, they see that you've healed, they see that you've grown. So it's like they're trying to study you to see, like, how do I get that? Like, there's somebody that you used to date, or there's a friend that you used to be best friends with, or something. It's like they're trying to study you. They're studying what you're posting. They're studying what you're doing, or what you're creating, or what you're saying, or what you're wearing. They're trying to understand the glow that you have. They're trying to understand the energy that you're in. They're trying to understand something that isn't tangible. They're trying to understand, like, how did you get your power back, because you're not the same person that you used to be. You don't hold yourself the same. You used to shrink yourself. You used to be like a wilted flower. Now you're full bloom in this tomb where they left you for dead, where they thought that you were just going to collapse and just like disintegrate. Meanwhile, you've like spontaneous human combustion this shit, and it's like you're literally like a phoenix coming out of the ashes, is how somebody's perceiving you. That's how they're perceiving you, but you're still perceiving yourself as if you're covered in soot, is what I literally am channeling. That's how other people can feel it before you have even realized the full totality of your change, is what I am literally channeling right now. Like something about childhood trauma memories repressed, graveyard, like where a part of you was left to die, that somebody hoped that you would never remember, or that you would never take your power back from the way that they tried to have power over you, that they took power over you, and that they abused you the way that they did. Somebody is having a childhood memory come through. It's like a repressed memory is wanting to come. You're either been working on that, and that's a part of this, or it's like it's starting to come up or it will be fully faced for somebody. Belly button factory, and you're taking your power back from somewhere where it's like somebody hooked into you a feeling of powerlessness that imprinted on your being and your way of perceiving yourself in life, in your own story, as the powerless one in your own story. Hell no, you're powerful AF, and that person was cruel, and it had nothing to do with you. It was never your fault. It was because of their maladaptive programming and something in their bloodline that they passed down to you, that they wanted to seize the opportunity to make you feel powerless because of how powerless they were, because of how they succumbed to their own trauma, but you didn't do that. Somebody is studying you. Somebody is like, I don't know. I'm hearing Opal forward focus, Jesus on my neck, Jesus on my neck, Jesus on my speed dial, archangels, confirmation. Jesus on my neck. Truth. Christ consciousness. Opal forward focus. Somebody has a forward focus or something like that. Archangels. Archangelic energies and the archangelic energies and beings and aspects of your soul are communicating with you and walking you through this, like, I'm seeing like a meadow and this big archway, and it's like a portal. Like, once you walk through this archway, everything's going to be different, is what I'm getting, you guys. Everything's going to be different. You're taking your power back. You're belly button factory. You're cutting the umbilical cord, or the energy. Doesn't have to be a mother thing, but for some of you it could be. But it's like this thing that it's like somebody hooked into you. What they did to you, they left that inside of you like a freaking Horcrux. Guys, have you faced something? Are you facing someone or something? Or you're facing the past? It's like you're facing it head on. You're courageously facing something. Like, somebody could be trying to attack you, or somebody tried to. All these attacks happen, like all this stuff happened, and it's like you literally faced yourself. And it's like all the things that these people did to you to try to have power over you, to try to tear you down, to try to lie about you and deceive other people about who you were. It's like you facing that and going through that was like you facing Voldemort, and they killed their own Horcrux, or the Horcrux that somebody, it's like what they did forced you to face the fact that you had a Horcrux left inside of you in your solar plexus by somebody else who sought to have power over you and to kill you before you could become more powerful than them and take their place. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm the fairest one of them all. North Node. They taught you how to walk away by refusing to walk beside you. It's like, I don't know, this thing about like you had to walk away from these people because they didn't want to walk beside you. They wanted you. Somebody wanted you to walk under them. Somebody wanted you on a leash beside them. Somebody wanted you to aura farming. They wanted to control. This emotionally immature person is actually, somebody is crying. It's like, or somebody never let themselves cry. You let yourself weep for the childhood wounds that you experience. And this is the thing, is that this person didn't do that. They're trying to study every single thing about you to try to discredit what you've become and the energy that they see you in. But they don't know how to perceive your energy. They don't know what they're perceiving, is literally what I'm getting. Somebody is trying to study everything that you're doing and saying to try to figure out how you changed, can I discredit this? Like this, that, or the other thing, but it's like they keep on coming up with nothing. Literally. Because the fact of the matter is that you've dealt with your childhood wounds. And the fact of the matter is that something happened where it was like you reacted a certain way because of childhood wounds, and somebody didn't want to walk beside you to figure that out. Somebody didn't want to hold you while you figured that out. Somebody couldn't do that for you because them doing that for you would be like doing that for themselves, which they couldn't do. They couldn't hold a part of themselves. They couldn't nurture that part of themselves that was never nurtured, that was never loved, that was hurt, that was abused, that saw you almost, that they saw you as the reflection of the part of themselves that they couldn't and didn't have compassion for somebody. They didn't want to walk beside you. They wanted you on a leash, like a freak on a leash. But now all of a sudden, it's like you're initiating people's awareness or something like that. Falling upward, falling in reverse. Confirmation. I was down in a hole, losing my soul. But now you're flying, falling in reverse, falling upward. Because you're not suppressing something anymore. And it's bringing out where somebody else suppresses. Like somebody is focused on you. Oh my God. What is this energy? It's like somebody is obsessed. They don't want you to know something about them that they feel that you know about them already. They don't want you to know. What do they want? Extremely arrogant. They don't want you to know that they're obsessed, or they don't want you to know why they acted extremely arrogantly. They don't want you to know about a third-party situation or what they did. They're surprised. Repression masked as enlightenment. If I call it spiritual, maybe I don't have to feel it. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. This person needs a lot of inner child healing. Back to the end of beginning. Back to the end of beginning. You're at the end of beginning. And now you're going to fly. But something could have happened a long time ago, right when you were just beginning your life. Or right when they were just beginning something. It's like somebody is being haunted by these whispers from the beyond. The shell listener. The receive. It's like they're feeling. It's like it's like they have this shell up to their ear and they're hearing their emotions trying to speak to them. The depths of their soul trying to come through to them, but they're not wanting to hear it. It's like literally, it's like this annoying hum. And the only thing that can kind of like numb that hum, or to like suppress, like it's like they're trying to suppress something that's burgeoning, right? That's coming forward. And it's almost like obsessing about you is the way that they're kind of like distracting themselves from the thing. But it's like the more that they obsess, the more closer to the truth that they get about this. About themselves, about... It's like your energy, the healing that you've done on yourself is initiating somebody's healing journey. Cord cutting. So if you've been thinking that maybe you want to just kind of like create some like boundaries, like reinstate some boundaries between you and this person, you're not weak-minded. That's something that there are people who cannot get out, like they're, oh my God, I can't talk. There are people who, sorry, I'm so sorry, you guys. There's something about 3 women as well. There's something about like one woman who's walking in front of 2 other women, like somebody's farther ahead than 2 other people, or somebody's going first. Somebody went first. Europe. Something about Europe. Somebody about going first. You're not weak-minded. It's like, how did this person... Like somebody thought that you were weak-minded, or they did things to deceive you to create a weak mind of like how you thought about yourself, but you're healing that. Siblings, even siblings. So these could even witnessing self. So you have some siblings. For some of you, you don't talk to these people, or maybe you do talk to them, but it's like there's something of like, I don't know, these people could have been abusive, or something about triangulation. There's somebody who's watching you, or they're seeing you, or they're trying to study you. They're witnessing you come into your true self. The fact that you're not weak-minded. It really bothers them that you're not going to let them treat you any which way or talk to you any which way. that you're not shrinking anymore to try to get their validation that they used against you to just control you, to make you feel less about yourself because of how deeply sad they were within themselves. That's something that happened to them in their childhood. You facing your childhood wounds is initiating a sibling into their dark night of the soul, because it's almost like seeing you shine and vibrate higher the way that you are because of the things that you've faced is like initiating a change within this person, or initiating them to, but it's like they're trying to distract it. It's like they're listening to a shell, but they're not facing the ocean that's calling them, is what I'm getting. They're not facing the ocean that's calling them. Coercion. Solar plex, so somebody's trying to coerce you to do something, but you're not doing it. Heart in reverse. This person is not heart-centered, okay? This person somebody feels lifeless. Somebody feels lifeless in their fragment. Somebody feels lifeless because they're disconnected from their soul, okay? This person could be ancient history. This is someone from a long time ago who feels like their life is lifeless, and they see you like at the beginning, at the end of the beginning, at the beginning of the end, or at the end of the beginning. They see you just beginning. It's like somebody feels like you're just beginning something, or somebody feels like you aged backwards. Somebody feels like this glow. It's like, how does this even happen? Like, who is this person? Like, how did they change so much? It's because you faced something. You walked through the fire. You are so powerful. You are more powerful. Somebody from the past, an ancient person, okay, or it's like ancient times. Maybe you had lives with this person a long time ago. Ancient history. This person is ancient history, but it's like somebody feels lifeless, okay, and fragmented because they haven't called back those parts of their soul. Somebody feels stunted. Somebody is obsessing about you or watching you, and something feels lifeless in comparison to the energy that they feel coming off of you, and they feel that you're so much more powerful. Dynamic, guys, we literally got you are more powerful, and then the next card that came out was dynamic power. Confirmation. Somebody is in awe. I want to know, what does this make this person feel? I know that this is really long, guys. I don't always want to have my readings this long, but I'm trying to make up for the fact that I was sick last week and I couldn't post that much, so that's why these readings are so long. Okay, what does this person feel about the collective's dynamic power? What are these people from the past who are starting to realize that it was like you were like Sirius Black? Everybody just painted black. It's like you were painted in black. Somebody could be goth. Or it's like they judged a book by its cover, or they didn't understand. They didn't understand. This is what I'm saying. They didn't understand. They were led astray by somebody else who didn't want to understand you, or who wanted to willfully misunderstand you, or make other people not understand you, or not see you for who you really are, for what you could really do, or what really happened. You went through a really traumatic situation that I feel like you didn't tell anybody about, and you didn't know how to deal with it, and somebody took that the wrong way, and it hurt them, but it made them see you a certain way, and then somebody fed into how they saw you, which wasn't even the truth of who you are, but it was because you didn't know how to deal with something that happened to you, is what I'm really getting for somebody. You didn't know how to deal with what was happening to you. You didn't know how to communicate that truth because you were drowning in shame and self-blame, and you didn't know who to turn to because you felt like nobody cared, because that was the signaling that you were always getting, was that nobody cared about how you felt, that no one was really going to believe you, and that whatever happened to you was your fault, and that you should have been ashamed for it, and you didn't know how to tell anybody what the hell was going on, and it hurt somebody. But the thing is that it's almost like somebody wanted this person to see you as less than what you really were. Somebody wanted this person to believe that you never loved them, but you did. You just didn't know how to deal with a situation, a traumatic event that you went through. That's for somebody specific. Speechless. How do these people feel about your power, or the power that you've come into, or this power emanating from your very soul of your being? Is speechless. Period. And they feel disconnected from themselves. How do they feel? Clarify disconnected. Lonely. Somebody feels lonely in their lives. They feel lonely with somebody that they're with now. They feel lonely when they're with themselves. They feel disconnected from themselves. Skeptical in reverse. Somebody is no longer skeptical of you. I feel like somebody has... Okay, can you help me clarify what I'm feeling, Spirit? What am I downloading right? It's like, how do I... It's like somebody is so... I don't know how to describe this. Cloaked, inner child. It's terribly sad that they didn't see the truth. They're terribly sad that they didn't see what you'd gone through. They're terribly sad that they didn't trust you. This is for somebody. They're terribly sad. They're seeing something from a different perception now. Somebody's having a different perception of you, but they're realizing that the perception of how they perceived you wasn't. And see how that's the reflection of what you're realizing of how you were perceiving yourself. Other people perceived you in a way that wasn't actually you because of where they were deceived about you. Okay, and it's like you're starting to realize that how you perceived yourself was because of other people deceived you on how to perceive you, and how to perceive other people even, or how to perceive this person. Something fell through, okay? Something fell through for something. Like something didn't go down or never happened, and it's because somebody feels terribly sad that they didn't trust you, or that they lost trust in you, or like somebody is starting to see the inner child instead of the monster that they thought that you were, that you only turned into that monster like Remus Lupin because of the freaking full moon of emotion. And so the full moon, what was the full moon? What was the full moon? So because you only turned into a monster because of something that was hidden, that they didn't see. Thank you. You only turned into a werewolf. It wasn't your fault. You only turned into a werewolf once a month, or whatever happened. This is what I'm saying. Whatever happened that went down, you only turned into a werewolf because of something that wasn't even your fault, and it felt out of your control because you didn't know how to get something into control, because you literally were in a trauma flashback. You were suffering from CPTSD, but other people didn't want to see that. It was so convenient to see you as the monster, right? It was so convenient to see you as the monster, or like Sirius Black. But then see how it's like Sirius Black and Remus Lupin. Aren't they two halves of the same whole? Or aren't they the exact same thing, like mirrored back to one another? Remus Lupin is a freaking werewolf. People think he's evil, don't they? Or people fucking judge him for being a werewolf. It's not even his fault. And then meanwhile, people judge Sirius for something that they don't understand, that they were lied to about. Right? Something that they didn't understand. So somebody realizes they never understood you. I keep on getting cut off. I'm sorry that just happened, if you heard that. I keep on getting cut off. That's what I'm saying. It's like something cut you off. Something got cut off. Something got cut off, and I feel like somebody's realizing why something was cut off, or why they felt cut off from you, why you cut them off, or why somebody else forced them to cut you off, or why they felt forced to have to cut you off because of the way that they were perceiving you, because somebody else lied to them about you. Or it's like they're the same. Oh my God. So there's something about like cloaked. So they're trying to hide something, but what was this thing that turned you beginning? I feel like you're being cloaked as you, this is what I'm saying, containment. You're being contained. Something is being contained and protected. You're being protected, contained from, it's like there's something of like this energy can't reach you anymore. But it's because you reach so deeply into yourself that you've made it yours. So yeah, it's their energy, but it's also something is under your control now. You've reached into your well, into your abyss, and you're saving a part of yourself. You're pulling up a part of yourself from this deep well of confusion and denial that somebody else left you in to die. Okay, and you're emerging on the back of this frickin' dragon coming out of this well. and flying out into the sky. Flying over this ocean. But you see the tentacles. It's like, I don't know, there's something that because of what you've been through has made you the dynamic person that you are. It's like you lived with the octopi for many years. Now you're flying out off into the sunset. Somebody feels a lot of fear at this new beginning that you have, or whatever you're starting, or whatever you're doing, or this new energy that you're in. Ground zero, the beginning. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it, another vision of me. I was in it. Back to the end of beginning. So, ground zero. Fear. Somebody feels a lot of fear about this power and about your wisdom keeper. But it's like, see that thing. And now you're more present in your body than you ever had before. And somebody feels like blocked in their life whilst they're seeing you move forward. Can you clarify what the moon represents in the Remus Lupin story? Something that you couldn't even imagine, or somebody could never even imagine what happened to you or what you went through. They're starting to realize it was like something that they could never even imagine, that caused you to be the way that you were, that they couldn't have compassion for. Okay, just to close out this reading, somebody like respects the journey that you've gone on. Somebody from the past respects the journey that you've gone on. Different messages for different people. Okay? But they're resisting dealing with how they're feeling about it. They respect you. They feel inspired, but they're resisting the fact that it's like the weight of the fact that they feel inspired by you. Somebody is resisting the weight that they feel, the fact that they inspire you. How dare it be you that it's inspiring me because of this, that, or the other thing. But there's something of like, because somebody never even wanted to know your story. That you were the victim in your own story or something like that. That you persevered. That somebody is respecting. There are people who are respecting your perseverance, okay? They see you changing, okay? And even if your intention isn't even to inspire other people, it's still you're still inspiring other people. And something about your clarity is making them feel like they haven't even understood something yet of what's lulling them back to sleep, or why they feel so asleep in their own lives. And they see you taking control of your life and going into the unknowable and making it known. The deception, confirmation, the unknowable, the fact that you know where they deceived you, or the fact that the fact that they feel that you know where they deceive themselves. The fact that you see like the totality of what you're seeing in somebody, and they don't want you to see it. Somebody doesn't want you to see it. Somebody doesn't want to let you in because they don't want to let you see it. They don't want to give you the satisfaction of being honest with you about what their intentions were. That their intentions weren't to support you. Their intentions were to try to change you, to make you indulge in something that was actually going to break you down and stifle your self-expression, to stifle your intuition, that they just to stifle your true essence, to kill your dreams, to keep you in a state of crisis, to keep you isolated from everybody else, to keep something going that is ending with you. Just to close out this reading, what does the collective need to know as they go into the end of the beginning, as they finish out the end of beginning? If you are noticing changes within you, it's because you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending. Like, are you serious? Does that just confirm everything that I already said? And new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. Confirmation. Confirmation. Anything else, Spirit? I don't know what I just did there with my voice. I'm getting a little bit loopy. We see that you are on the brink of a breakthrough that you have patiently been waiting for. The situation is about to come full circle. The lessons have been learned. This is a win-win situation for you. Trust that we are working behind the scenes to ensure the best outcome for you. What else is coming for the collective? The few last cards for the collective. Actually, first, tell me what is coming for these people, and then we'll ask what's coming for the collective, and then we'll close out the reading. What's coming for these people? Treason and revolt. It's like, because, oh my God, what else is coming for these people? Laziness. Like, this is what I'm saying. They're not, somebody just is... But they want to know. It's like somebody wants to know. They want to learn from you. But it's like they want to change, but they don't know how. And it's like there's something of like an initiation. Like your change is making somebody else want to change, or making somebody else think about what happened or something, or trying to perceive something differently, because it's like a glitch. There's something of happening of like a glitch, okay? There's something about time as well that's like glitching, like something doesn't make sense, or weird things are happening where you're like, how did 4 hours just pass, where it literally feels like it was 2 minutes, like I don't understand what's happening. Or like literally I checked the clock and it was 2, but then it's like later it was like 1:30 and I was like, I swear that I saw 2, like weird things like that. But there's a glitch happening. Somebody is glitching out. It's like you're a glitch to somebody. Your energy is making someone glitch out, whatever that means. Tell me more about this person. Your energy is making someone glitch out, breaking the circle, because you're breaking free. Alice in chains. You're breaking free from these chains. You're no longer down in the hole. You're no longer going to be down in the dumps. That's not the energy that you're cultivating within yourself. That's not the place where you're staying, where they thought that you would just always stay there. You're breaking the circle. You're breaking... I'm getting from like old school when like Will Ferrell's they're at like the psychiatrist, and then they're like, I thought we were in the trust tree. Sorry. You're breaking the circle. Divine warrior. So it's, yeah, you're actually like Sirius Black. You were always a divine warrior, right? But it's like you were painted with the wrong brush. You were painted black so that people wouldn't be able to see your light. But guess what? You're starting to shine through the soot that's been covering you. Somebody else is seeing that you broke the chains and you took your power back. Healing, your capacity to heal yourself is being seen at this time by people from the past. Some of these people tried to coerce you to be a certain way, or to coerce you into something, or some of these people were coerced to see you a certain way, to perceive you as someone that you were not.